Where are you, and what are you typically looking at when you utter the phrase, "No, thank you, just
I am
looking"?
usually in a store just looking for something
I'm
to
seeing what
jump
inspires
out at
and stimulates me in other artists' work, usually to fire me up to start a
I
new
suppose it would
series
be in
of
some
work.
retail situation. I certainly never say that to a sunset or a hawk settled on a branch in my yard.
I'm somewhere where, with expensive things, I want to look at closely, but don't intend to buy because I can't afford them. I may be checking stuff out for further ideas in my own work.
More paths, less paths, simultaneously, in the present, an ever-unfolding future, creating memory and immortality. What do you really mean?
I don't know specifically what I'm looking for, so your help is not desired
This
or
stuff is
helpful.
god-awful. Let me out of here. But I
Oh dear,
certainly don't want to hurt
this
your
place
feelings.
is way too
Politely
pricey for me,
lying.
but I don't want to let on.
Give me my space. I want to look without your annoying presence.
I'm looking at you.
The abruption of linear time into all time.
What is your intention?
Of seeing and
What are
having
you
seen
truthfully
into
doing when you utter the
seeing.
phrase?
No,
I'm
thank
protecting
you.
myself,
Just
trying to
looking.
get back into the space where I was
I'm
just
trying to
looking.
calm down, procrastinating, organizing my
What I'm really
thoughts, and
doing
yes,
is clearing my
sometimes
head by
stopping.
casually looking at
My
stuff
intentional
that most of the time
behavior is to get
I
away
really
with
don't
it for
intend
as
to
long
buy.
as I
Future
can.
memory of this experience. You are the creator and director of your
Where
future
are you?
experience of memory.
And what are you typically looking
In a
at?
retail store, looking at merchandise, usually clothing.
Looking at you.
I'm afraid
Where are
help
you?
might push me over the
I'm in a
edge into
store
an
when a
episode
sales
of
lady,
retail
or man, but usually a
overindulgence.
lady, would come up to
Or
me
I'm
and
with
ask,
someone
"May
who is
I,
doing
or even,
something similar and I'm waiting for
can I
them.
help you?"
Where are
Weird as I
you?
am more interested
Generally, I'm
in seam
enjoying the
allowances
material
and inside
objects of the
finishes than I am
store.
the actual product. So if I see something that looks different, whether I like it or not, I have to look inside, and that way I am just
You
looking.
are the witness, the judge, the jury of this moment. And now, what do you really mean?
Gee, their quality is slumped. Styles have drastically changed
I
in
don't
the
want
last
to
year or
interact.
so.
I want to remain in my
I'm
own
probably
isolated
asking them
world.
to get out of my space, my
Sometimes
inner
I'm in the
space.
shop simply clearing my head. If I've worked in my studio for a particularly long time, I head out to do what I call wandering.
What is your intention?
I will look at fabric,
What are you
information, or
truthfully
objects as a
doing
way
when
to
you
sort
utter
it
the
out
phrase?
or
Watching what a group
refill
of
my
people
head
is
with
doing,
ideas
playing
and
a game,
inspiration.
dancing,
Telling
whatever
them
group
to
I'm just trying to
activities there
absorb
are.
things
yourself.
visually. Revelry, I think.
I'm usually
they
just
call
buying
it.
time to look around.
You are a seer.
I'm pushing the salesperson back from me and stopping
Where
them from
are
attempting to
you?
do their job,
And what are you
which is to make a
typically
sale.
looking at when you utter the phrase a seer? No,
You know,
thank you.
if
Just
someone's at a
looking.
boat show, it's plausible that they really are just
I am
looking.
typically looking at something I don't need to buy. Clothing, furniture,
Gee, their quality
art,
is slumped.
etc.
Styles have drastically changed in the last year or
I am
so.
conscious about not saying I am just looking, much like I have routined my mouth into only rarely saying about art. Interesting, unless I have additional comment. If the person is asking such autopilot perkiness or knee-jerk phrasing,
What do you
the
really mean
curmudgeonly
when you
judgments
say it?
therein, that I just want to quickly fulfill the obligation of my cameo appearance in commerce.
Who on earth would buy, could afford this? And what would they use it for? Or where would
What I'm
they
truthfully
wear it?
doing is getting rid of a clueless, pushy salesperson so I can
Being
shop in
stereotypically
peace.
Minnesota polite, I never want to offend the proprietor of a lovely store that
I
I'm merely
probably
looking
mean
around.
I don't really give a rat's ass about that which I'm viewing. Or, ironically, have my glasses off and
What
can't
is
see it
your
anyway.
intention? What are you truthfully doing when you utter the phrase?
Just pondering.
No, thank you.
It derives a lot of its
Just
meaning
looking.
from the "for" that is left out.
I'm telling the salesperson to pretend I'm not there. But thank you for acknowledging
Don't
my
waste your
presence
time
and letting
with
me
me.
know that
I'm
even
not a
though I
good
can't
sales
afford it,
prospect.
you are willing to spend some time
Just
with me.
looking is more than just casual scanning.
Of seeing
It
and
is
having
trolling
seen into
deep for some
seer.
sort of recognition or discovery from somewhere long ago.
I'm specifically
Gathering.
asking to be left to my own head space without interruption.
Where are you?
A store or market.
Where are
You
you?
can now predict the future memory.
Clothes
of this
shops.
experience. You are the creator and director.
Usually I am in a place that is selling something, or a place that is interested in my demographic.
I am usually shopping and looking at clothing or shoes.
But do you really
I tried to
mean
imagine a docent coming up to me at the Bell Museum and my brushing her off with, "No thank you, I'm just
the
looking."
jury at this moment?
Was I afraid that she wanted to make a deal with me for the stuffed lynx? I don't say, "No thank you, just looking," too much anyway, because I don't go into places where I might be asked a question to which, "No thank
I
you,
want
just
to see
looking,"
myself
would be a
and
sensible
make up
response.
my decision
Give
to
me some
buy,
space.
join,
Let me get my
all by
bearings.
myself. I feel competent
I
enough to
was
see and
really
judge
out of my
what
price
I see.
range, but just enjoying the beauty or novelty of the selections.
I see you.
What is your intention? What are you truthfully doing when you utter the
I'm
phrase?
saying bug
"No, thank
off."
you. Just looking.
I'm saying bug off.
Wool gathering and contemplating my next step.
If I want your help, I will ask for it. And if I want any shit from you, I will get someone to beat it out of you.
I'm saying bug
You're
off.
interrupting me and my friend. We didn't invite you to join us. My feeling is sometimes annoyed because they have just interrupted my concentration and decision-making thought process. And now I feel they have
consider
entered my
myself a
personal
people watcher,
space
and
and
I'm
pressured me
often
to buy
just
something.
looking.
In the present.
Just looking. Just looking.
Creating memory,
I'm just looking.
immortality from documented
I say it
memories.
mostly to deflect help or intrusion.
Go away. I can choose by myself, but I can't function when a flashy
I often
dresser
use
is
it when
trying
I'm not
to
engaged
help.
with just a perceptual experience with external objects, but I'm also introspectively engaged in an internal search for needs, responses, etc. So the
I'm not
looking
ready to
is
focus on much right
multi-directional,
now.
physically
Where
and
are
metaphorically.
you? And what are you typically looking at when you utter the phrase, "No, thank you, just looking"?
I'm in a souk. I am in a souk.
The salesperson just caught me daydreaming or thinking about something completely unrelated to
What I
what's in
really
the
mean when I
store.
lie to a clerk and pretend that yes, I have already chosen the beautiful
Sometimes I'm
500
just
caribou
killing
quality
time.
espresso machine, I mean that I dislike being pestered and just want to wander around amongst the pretty things without being pressured into
I
buying
associate with
expensive
clothes.
merchandise.
You are the witness. What do you really mean when you say it at this moment? And now,
I mean, I don't want to be hassled. When I'm ready, I will tell you what I want.
What is
Until
vision
then,
anyway?
please don't
At the
harass
very
me.
least, it is one extremely powerful avenue of our physical entanglement with the world, and it pervades our language.
what is your intention?
My intentional behavior involves ducking my head, not making eye contact, and picking up a
Thank you for your
martini
help,
swizzle stick
but I want
with
to
a
have some
cute
free
ceramic
time
olive
to
on the
think
top
and enjoy what I'm
pretending to
doing.
be fascinated
But I
Please
by
also
don't
it.
believe
stand
that
at
my
my
life is too
elbow
full of
every time I
decisions
pause
each
at an
and every
item,
day,
or you'll
so I
drive
want
me
to take
out
more
of
time
the
for me
store.
now, without the pressure of making a decision to please anyone else.
It's usually a wall of some sort.
Where are you?
I really am looking, but I'm preparing to run.
Where are you?
I'm looking most often because I'm killing time until A, the person I'm meeting shows up, B, waiting for a companion who
I'm
is purchasing
closed to
something,
small
C,
talk, and I
on my
wanna
way to
relax,
another
knowing
venue
I
and
won't
something
be
grabs my
encouraged
eye,
to
or
buy
D,
anything.
any or all of the above.
Sometimes I mean, leave me the fuck alone.
If you won't crowd me, I may find something.
It has the air of a small shop in a large mall where there's not much room to hide. Fluorescent lights, chewing gum, encounters
When I
between
utter,
people who wouldn't normally
"No,
have
thank
much
you,
to say
just
to one
looking,"
another.
I think I am usually trying to either get a sense of the place or space or a sense of
I'm not
what's
sure.
happening
I
in
can think of
human
many other
interactions.
reasons for saying that. Shoplifting? Making a copy?
Of seeing and having seen into
Bugger off! I want to look on my own.
My intentional behavior is to find a private moment to be with me.
Sometimes I
me.
feel caught in looking at something and sense a guilty look on my face. It's probably the vestige of an experience I had in France when I was young, where looking at something in particular means you'll buy it.
When I say I'm just
So I try
looking and I'm
not to
asked the
let my
question,
gaze
may I
linger
help
too
you?
long.
I automatically interpret it as pressure rather than helpfulness and tend to move away rather than linger. So I must be truthfully spending time
My
internally,
intentional
and when the
behavior is
reverie's
to
over, I'm
congratulate
done.
myself on my thriftiness, or to find something totally wonderful elsewhere at a fraction of the
I'm in
original
it
price,
for the
which
voyeuristic
rarely
experience.
happens.
I am really saying that I want to take in the experience without feeling
Please
I am
get away
unwelcome
from me. I
or
want to be
under
left
obligation.
alone to shop at my own pace without you invading my personal space. I'm an introvert in the worst sort of way, and also don't like people I do not know getting too close to me physically.
Being a sketch artist at the Mall of America, part of my job is sales, and I say, "Hi, would you like a sketch?" When the customer says, "No, thank you, just looking," I say, "It takes 15 minutes. I'll do a beautiful job for you. Have a seat, please." In fact,
I'm waiting for the ladies' room to be empty, or I'm lost and don't want to admit it, or I have 20 minutes before the cute guy in the hardware department comes back to wait on me, or I can't believe the prices they charge for this junk.